guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a little odd because I technically already recorded a video for what I'm about to do, but that video crapped out on me. And I'm going to be doing a smaller version than what I had done originally. So, how I started out, it's basically I'm making a tray, a serving tray. So I started out with an unfinished tray like this. And first, let me get this out. First I spray painted it white. The reason I spray painted it is because I wanted to do a layer of resin. And if you have a porous anything to do with resin, then you end up with bubbles. And I didn't want a whole bunch of bubbles. So I sealed it with some white spray paint. And then I did a layer of resin, multicolored. I kind of did a little swirl thing. I was really winging it because it was so cold in this room that the resin was very thick. And I wasn't 100% sure how the colors would turn out because I used all mica powder instead of actual colorant for the resin. So if I hadn't spray painted this white, then you'd see more brown underneath than the actual colors. I like it. It's doing what I wanted it to. So I had a layer of the resin, but I also did a layer of silicone. So, although it'll take me about 10 minutes to get it perfectly aligned, basically the silicone fits right in there, and I can do projects on here. So I have a very limited amount of space to work on, and I wanted to be able to do more projects all at once rather than doing a project, waiting for it to set, then I can move it, blah, blah, blah. So this way, I can work on a project right on here, and if I spill anything, the resin will harden and I can peel it right off. That's why I wanted to do a silicone layer. Also, I can do the project and move this whole thing somewhere else out of the way, and then I can do a whole other project, whether it's another resin project, crochet, whatever I want to do on this table, I can do it because it's freed up. So that's what I did. I had actually recorded the whole process, and I found out after the fact that all of the video was extremely blurry. None of it had focused, and it was very it started giving me a headache just trying to edit it, so I wasn't going to do that to you guys. But luckily, I found another small tray. Now this one I'm not going to do the silicone layer because I just want this to kind of display jewelry on for when I start selling the jewelry I'm making. So first I'm going to spray paint it. I think I'm going to do green this time. I'm going to do a green base. I like the color green, so most of the stuff that I'm going to be making is green. I try and venture out if it's for other people like jewelry. I try and go out of my comfort zone, make pinks and purples and orange, so on and so forth. That way other people will like it, because not everybody likes green, not everybody likes blue. Those just happen to be my colors. So I'm going to spray paint this to seal it with a green paint and primer spray paint. Let that sit and dry. And then I will come back and we will do the resin pouring process. I'm not 100% sure what colors I'm going to do. I may do some glitter. I may do some actual little shaped glitter like hearts or something. I don't know. Just we'll see how I'm feeling in that moment. But I'm going to go ahead and spray paint this, and then I will be right back. Okay guys, I went back and forth on what I wanted to do for colors and such, and after about 5 different ideas, I kind of stuck with more glitter than color. The reason being, the green is going to affect any color that I use. So I figured if I just stuck with something that is more transparent, and then the glitter will show against the green backdrop. Now before I start this isn't really a tutorial on resin, but I want to make sure I give these few things. One, if you're new to resin, make sure you're always wearing gloves. Now, half the time I don't wear gloves because I know I'm not allergic to it, and I just don't feel like putting the gloves on. But it also helps your hands not get all sticky, because you definitely don't want resin to set on your skin. That could be bad. Also, you should wear a mask, a respirator of some sorts, just because sometimes the fumes will overtake you and cause headaches or dizziness or whatever. I'm in a very well ventilated room, and the resin I'm using has very low odor. So I just wanted to throw those things out there so that if this is something new you want to try, just take precautions the first few times you're dealing with it, and then as you get more used to it, you may be able to work around those safety measures. So these this resin I mixed has been sitting for probably, I don't know, 15-20 minutes, something like that. They're not really warm, but I think they should be set up enough where they won't bleed a whole lot. And if they do, they do. It's art, so nothing's going to be perfect. That's something I struggle with, is that I want perfection. And sometimes you just got to let things go the way that they go and see the beauty in everything you make. So I'm going to mix these before I pour them. I used a variety of different sparkles, or glitter. I used some that was, I think it's called glass glitter, some that's more flaky. I don't know if you can see the flakes in there. This is more of a flaky texture than an actual piece of glitter. I would consider piece glitter. I did use some mica powder, so you can see it's sparkle, but it's not really glitter. I wouldn't consider that glitter. And I used blue and green is basically what I used, just because like I said, those are the colors I like. I did make a little bit of white to have some contrast, because I do plan on doing some swirling. And then this was blue and green glitter. This is more of what I would consider glitter. It's the kind you just get at like a craft store. And then this one, I knew it was going to sink to the bottom because it's pretty heavy. Let me get it stirred up a smidge. Maybe, hopefully I can get it back up to the... This was, I think it's called glass glitter. It's very heavy, and I used like a blue and a rose gold kind of color. Let me see if I can. So, I have a variety of sparkles, but for things like this, if I had just a blank canvas like I did for the first one I did, then you can use colors and the colors will show through. But with this being green, I wanted to work with the green. Probably made it harder on myself, but that's perfectly fine. Now this glass glitter will sink to the bottom, so I don't want to do a thick layer, because it'll just be clear and then glass glitter. So let's see what I can get going here. I'm going to try. I definitely made way too much resin, which is fine. The only reason I say it's fine is because I don't waste resin. Never waste resin. Find, get some cheap little silicone molds and fill it up with extra resin that you have. Even if it's just like coasters, or I have this is the glass one. I have pyramids, little pyramid molds, and what I'm doing is anytime I have excess, just a little bit of excess, I will pour it in there. So I have like a striped pyramid thing going on. Okay. So you see here how you can see the glitter, but it's still, you see the green too. Let me make sure I'm zoomed in here. Yeah, so you can still see the sparkles. This was the flaky glitter I had. I just had 2 little tiny jars of it, so I went ahead and did that because I didn't know what else I was going to use it for. So we're going to try and do a thin layer of white. I wanted some kind of contrast so I can do my swirls or loops or whatever I'm doing. Now I'm using I think it's a paint spatula. I think that's what it's called. You can use a popsicle stick or anything that'll stop it from coming out works. Okay, this is the regular glitter. I didn't really mean to make like a Mickey Mouse figure, but that's how it came out. Now you tell me I'm lying, but I'm really not a sparkle person. I just I thought about putting flowers, like dried flowers, but no matter how I situated them, I didn't like them. So then I thought about bigger charms to try and do like a scene kind of thing. That's my problem. I want to do something that makes logical sense, like a scenery or a color scheme or a picture of some sorts. And that's one of the things I'm working on. You kind of just have to let things go for them to turn out prettier than you thought it would turn out in the first place. Something I'm working on. It's a personal problem. I'm very type A personality. Okay, now we're getting in the corners. I'm sorry if my voice keeps going loud to soft, but sometimes I feel like I need to stand up and other times sitting down works just fine. Okay, what do I do? I think I want to put some more white in here. I have a feeling So as I'm editing this, I find out that my camera just completely stopped recording. So basically I just added more colors, same colors that I had added previously, just kind of going around the border. And then I let that set for a little while, and that's what we'll start with the rest of the video. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, guys, it's been a while. Don't ask me how long a while is, because I didn't time it. So as you can see, some colors settled and spread, and so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a petal kind of shape on the corners, and then I'm going to do little flowers over the 3 spots that I poured. So wish me luck. just do 2, which is fine. Perfectly fine. Uh-oh. I kind of figured it'd make more of a swirl in the mica powder section. You can see, kind of swirled it there. Not much in the glitter section, but that is perfectly fine. I am okay with that. Now, these will probably go over what I just did, but more swirls the better. So I'm gonna just go with it. And kind of swirl in the middle. It's also why I wanted some white in there, because you can see the swirls there. I wanted to make sure some swirls were seen, because doing something like right here, that's not going to show anything. I could literally do this and it doesn't do anything until I reach the mica powder and the white, which is fine. Now if I wanted to, I don't know if I want to though. I think I'm going to do a swirly thing in the corner, because this really isn't, it's not doing much for me here. So there. Now I got more of a pattern, or more of something entertaining as opposed to trying to bring some of the white in there. Some of the mica powder into the sparkles. I said I wasn't going to do swirls, and look at me swirling. Swirling away. Let's see. I don't want to do anything else. Try and bring some color into that spot there. Okay. I don't know how that looks to you guys. Oh, that looks nice where you guys are seeing it. I like that. Up close it looks like a hot mess, but I kind of like what you guys are seeing, so at least you guys are seeing the pretty stuff. Okay, so we're going to let that set, and then I'm sure there's still going to be some spreading going on, because like I said, I have no clue how long it's been sitting here. It seems pretty thick and tacky, so I don't think there will be too much, but that's okay. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I like that. That's pretty. So my plan is to use this as like a display tray to put, you know, the necklaces, pendants, things like that that I plan on selling once I get a good stock going. But it looks like we've got a couple bubbles here. There we go. Okay, and you can see, so here's the flake ones, the flake spark glitter, or whatever you want to call it. These are the heavy ones. You can see they're more at the bottom than floating at the top, which is perfectly fine. Then you can see the mica powder. It's still got that glisten in there. But there we go. So it didn't keep all of the swirls, but I really like this, the glistening. That turned out pretty. And I can use it to display my jewelry, just like so. I could probably make a stand to hold it better, but it'll serve its purpose. So there we go. Thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you have a great day.